Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, it's going to be a reptile room tour. As you can tell, I did a lot of updates in my room. I got a new addition, I rearranged my room, and I got some new tanks for my leopard geckos. I'm so happy how this room is starting to turn out. Like, finally I have my dream reptile room. It's early morning right now, so let's go ahead and wake these reptiles up. So enjoy the room tour. Okay, so here are all of my pets, all 20 of them. So I don't even know who to get started with. I have two sets of racks here, and then I have one over here. As you can tell, I kind of changed this around. My new addition used to be down there. I didn't like him down there because I couldn't really see him, so I put him up there. So now I have space for more things in here. So I'm not done yet. I still need to add more things, but let's see. We should just get started with my dart frog. It's probably my favorite one here. So every morning I mist down my enclosures, especially my dart frog, because he needs it nice and humid in there. He'll come out as soon as I mist this whole thing down. I might also want to feed him. But yeah, this is my dart frog enclosure. This is a tortoise Robertus. He is a bigger species of dart frog. He's blue, yellow, and white. But this is quite a new addition as well. He has a total of 3 hides in here, one there, and then back there. Also, he can just hide back there too. But I really like how this tank is coming out. Like, the plants are really growing, especially like these over here, all of these, and these are kind of like curling back there. So really like how this enclosure started to turn out. I actually saw him poke his head out right now. He just went back inside. Wait, he's back there. Where'd he go? He's like trying to hide from you guys. Usually he's not as shy. He's always just chilling over here, but I think just because I just woke him up right now. But yeah, guys, this tank is doing amazing. I want to get so much more dart frogs now. Okay, so I threw some fruit flies in there, so now he has to come out. He has no choice, because I'm pretty sure he's hungry this morning. But yeah, guys, there he is. Such a nice dart frog. I got him at the Pomona Reptile Super Show. I really want to get some more in here. I want to put, let's see, he's a male, so I don't really want to breed them, so I'll probably get 2 more males in here, because this enclosure is just so big for him. Well, it's not, it's perfect size for him, but I feel like I can put more in there, and they are usually better in 2s, so I really want to get him a friend. Super nice dart frog. I love dart frogs, guys. I really want to get some more. So hopefully at the next show, the Reptile Super Show, I can find a new friend for him. So there is Gusher, my tortoise Robertus. Next, we'll go on to my Crested Gecko, Spider-Man. And by the way, if you haven't noticed already, I got the stickers, ER Bros. Nice little touch to my tanks here. Since I built them all, I might as well put my signature sticker on there, right? Alright, so here is Spider-Man. Where is he at? I see him in the corner over there. Let me try to zoom into him. So there he is, Spider-Man in the corner over there. I don't really want to bug him too much because I think he's sleeping right now. It's really early morning. He shouldn't be awake right this time. But I am going to mist him down right now. I always give him a nice little mist down in the morning and at nighttime so he can drink off the leaves. I'm also going to be putting him in a 20-gallon long. I already have that tank, so now I just need to build it. So he can have a lot of more vertical space, and then I'll just use this tank for another dart frog because I'm just gonna add like some moss in here, a lot of plants and vines, but I just can't wait for that, and he'll be really happy in his new vertical tank. And for those of you who have been following me for a while, you guys know that Spider-Man doesn't like me. He just likes me at nighttime when I feed him. I always hand feed him at nighttime, but other than that, he does not like being touched. I always try to work with him, but he just like freaks out and just runs away in the corner over there. So he feels safe in the corner over there, and I'll just leave him, I'll let him be. But yeah, my 2 favorite tanks right here, especially that one right there. I still need to add more plants on this one, but these plants are growing amazing as well. Eventually this will be another dart frog tank, so gotta fix that up more. But yeah, I built these 2 tanks. Really happy how these 2 came out. Over here, nothing in this tank, you know, I just have it, just an extra tank there. Might not do anything with it. Probably just put another, probably put like a 10-gallon here and add like something else in there, like another frog or something. I really want a red-eyed tree frog, like these guys. Such nice frogs. Alright, so I think I'll just go on to my new addition since you guys all know my other pets in here. So for my new addition is a scorpion-tailed gecko. The scientific name, for those of you who might know, is a Pistorius carteri. He is up there enjoying his new enclosure. I just finished this enclosure. You know, it took quite a while, but I'm kind of satisfied how it came out. There he is up there. He is a male, 9 months old, and I barely have like 2 weeks with him, so quite new. I'm just learning how he is, I like at nighttime, like he's always like hanging out right here in this, like right here in this corner. I always have this closed, and then like every time I just pass by, he just stares at me right here. It's so awesome. And I just walk side to side and just like looks side to side with me. So really cool guy. He's always out, he's active, and I just love his colors. And I always say in my videos that he's like a little monkey bird and a lizard. But look at that face, isn't that awesome? Have you guys ever seen anything like that? And that's why they get the scorpion tail right there, because look at that tail. I also want to get some shots of him like moving it back and forth, because I don't know if you guys have seen like a what would I use an example? I don't know, like a scorpion maybe, like some lizards that just wave their tail back and forth up in the air. That's what he does. So hopefully one of these days I'll get some videos of him doing that. His name's Apollo, for those of you that don't know already. I named him Apollo because there is just a lot more comments with the name Apollo than Scorpio. So really nice gecko here. I'm so happy with this new little guy because nobody really has this. And then I always wanted this gecko because look at that face. It looks like a bird, something new and that nobody really has. I'm gonna go ahead and put him right here next to the basking site so he can just warm up. But yeah, this is his enclosure that I built for him. I have a foam background with silicone and sand. I'll be doing a tutorial on how I built this very soon. Also with some rocks, a nice little hide right there, cactus, water, and then this little cave from bark. And some artificial plants in there. But really happy with this new little guy. Such an active gecko and a nice addition to my reptile room. And also for those of you who are wondering, sand does not cause impaction for these little guys. They are very careful when they eat with the little beaks. They just catch their food and they never get the sand. And also they won't get impaction with sand, they're fine. Same with my collar lizard. They live in sand, so they're perfectly fine. You know, with these desert species, they like it really hot in there. I changed his bulb to a white light, and I'll be adjusting all my other tanks as well, like this one and that one. So I'll be doing that soon when I go to the reptile store. Another empty tank here, a 10-gallon. This is where he used to be, with all the branches and stuff in here. So I have another tank there. I don't know, what should I put in there? Maybe like a scorpion, an actual scorpion in there? I don't know, guys, give me some suggestions down below. Alright, I say we go to this side. These are all of my leopard geckos over here. I have a total of 8 of them. So we should just go ahead and do my tortoise. Okay, so here is Rudolph, my cherry head tortoise. I'm gonna give him a nice little mist down because these guys love the humidity as well. So you gotta make sure they're nice and wet every single morning and throughout the day. He also does have a humid box in the corner over there. I'll go ahead and show you guys right now. And I also do give him some baths like every 3 days or so. So he has a nice little warm bath. But there he is, guys, my red foot or my cherry head tortoise. Can also be considered a red foot, but cherry heads are a little bit smaller and have that nice red head on there. I will be changing the white bulb like you guys always say. This thing's pretty hot. He has a water bulb over there. This is a bunch of Reptile bark with some leaves. 10.0 UVB light. I am going to be raising that more. I want to have it like up there along with this. Somewhere like up here so it can have a little bit more distance. I won't be as close. So this goes all the way over here and onto the humid hide, where I have a little hide for him over here. And this little box is just full of sphagnum moss and eco earth, so that's always wet and humid in there, so he always likes to hide in there after he eats or is finishing basking. And I custom built this tank with my friends, so I just kind of like made it like an angle so it can fit this one in front. So really like how this came out. But yeah, guys, I love Rudolph because he's always interacting with me. As soon as he sees me, he'll come, you know, like walking really fast over here to see what I'm doing. Well, basically, I don't think he wants to see what I'm doing. He just wants food. So he's always just like waiting for me. If I'm just standing over here doing some other things with the reptiles, he just looks at me with his head. He just like puts his head up and just stares at me. I'm like, I don't have food for you. It's not feeding time yet. With these guys, you shouldn't be feeding them every single day. So there he is, guys. Actually, they're really smart as well. Like all I do when I need to feed him, I just come and tap on his glass, and he knows that's feeding time. Like for some reason he can hear that, or he just feels it, and he knows it's feeding time. Look at that. Just tap on this and he knows from all the way over there where the height is. So really smart tortoise. And also I like that he just every morning he comes over here, he warms up, he drinks some water, and just walks back and forth looking for food. So that's a sign of a good healthy tortoise. Okay guys, on to my Paludarium here. So as you guys can tell, this is kind of like dying down now with the plants and everything. As I said before, I think I'm going to be changing this out. I don't think I'm going to be getting a red-eyed croc skink because they are just always hiding and you never really see them. So same with the newts right here. The newts are just always hiding and you never see them. Focus. There it is. I have a total of 3 newts in here. So ever since I put them in this Paludarium, they have always just been hiding in there. And I mean, I guess so. Only when breeding season comes around, they just go in the water. But for now, they're just always hiding in there. I throw some earthworms in there and they just go attack it and go back to hiding. So, you know, I want something that just is always active and, you know, walking around and stuff. So what I think I'm going to be doing in the future is covering up this water section with more soil. And then adding a bunch of plants like over here. I want to make it like this. A lot of nice plants and hides. And then just put like dart frogs in here. I love dart frogs if you guys don't already know. They're just beautiful amphibians and frogs. So I really want to do that instead. So cover that up. And just make it a lot of plants and hides. And it just makes it a nice little 20-gallon dart frog enclosure. And then in there I have some guppies. Guppies are doing amazing. You know, they are doing good without this filtration and heater. I know that that's what they need, but they have been doing good so far with these plants. I do need to do a water change soon because it's kind of dirty. So yeah, I probably should have cleaned the tank before I did this room tour, but it's alright. I'll do it probably this weekend or so. So yeah, there is my Paludarium that I'm gonna be totally changing out. Alright, down here is my collared lizard Zeus. Oh wow, he's basking right there. Perfect. So he is right there. This is a aqua flame Oklahoma Eastern collared lizard. I have him in a 40-gallon tank with some aloe vera plant in there. I always like to include some live plants in my enclosures. Also with some hides there, a nice little cave back there with a nice little log inside of there. This, you know, rock magnetic thing that connects to the wall, so we can have some height to jump around, and some branches in here. So I like this enclosure for him. It's a nice big, and then enough space for him to run and jump around everywhere. But yeah guys, there is Zeus. So I'm having a picture done just like that, so it's in the process of making right now. I'll be getting that soon, so I'll be adding a picture of him on the wall, so I can't wait for that. And if you guys didn't already know, Zeus came out on Reptile Room on Instagram, so that was really cool because I had a photographer take some pictures of him, so those pictures came out really nice. I'll go ahead and insert them right now. Man, what a handsome little stud, right? Obviously, he doesn't look like that right now because he just woke up and he's basking. So give him a few more minutes to bask and then he'll look just like that again. Okay, and that's it for this rack over here. Over there in the corner, I just have some feeders, some dubia roaches, fruit flies, superworms, and the beetles for the superworms. Okay, so for my leopard geckos, I finally put them all in their own tank. This is a 10-gallon half tank. And I understand most of you have been saying that this tank is way too small for my leopard geckos. I understand that if I had the space, I would put them in a 20-gallon tank, every single one of them. But due to my limited size in my room, I don't have space to be doing that. But I do give them all the requirements that they need. So they are perfectly healthy and fine in this tank. They all have a hot hide, a humid hide, calcium bowl, food dish, and a water bowl. So they live perfectly fine in there, guys. So they're all healthy and they're just thriving in there. Other reptile keepers, like breeders, keep them in rack systems, which is fine as well, as long as they do all the requirements like how I have it here. They will live perfectly fine like this, guys. I understand that you guys want a big space, but look at all the space that I have. Like, where am I supposed to put 20 gallons of tanks everywhere? So you might be saying, like, why do you have so many pets then? I have all the requirements for them, guys. So, you know, just relax a little bit. They are living perfectly fine in here. Okay, so I'm done with my little rant there. So let's go ahead and take out my leopard gecko so I can show you guys all of them. Okay, so first up I have Houdini. This is my Tremper albino, I believe. Let's see. Yep, there he is. So, actually this is a female. So this is my leopard gecko, Houdini. Houdini because she always escapes when she was a baby. This is the enclosure that I've been talking to you guys about. They will do perfectly fine in here with the heat pad under this. So she's doing really well. And as you can tell, the tip of her tail was bit off when she was a baby. When she was with the other leopard geckos when I bought her. So she's doing really well. She's still healthy little leopard gecko. So there is Houdini. I'm gonna go ahead and put her back in here, this little nice humid moist box. And also, guys, a huge announcement. The Leopard Gecko Maze Part 2 is finally finished. I finished building that big maze. So the winner right here, the champ, will be taking on round 2 of that huge maze. And that's why I named her Houdini, because she's always the master of escape. So hopefully she can win it again. Alright, next up is, this is Skittles, I believe. Nice and humid in there, look at that. I just filled the water up yesterday. I misted it down. So as you can tell, Skittles is currently shedding right now. As you can tell by the skin, like her head still needs to be covered in that skin over there. But I'm just gonna let her be. You can't really see her full colors right now. She's a beautiful leopard gecko, probably one of my favorites, and one of my subscribers' favorites as well. So next up is SpongeBob, the one and only male leopard gecko in my room out of all 8. So this was my first leopard gecko ever, my first reptile actually. He is a big male, super hypotangery baldy carrotail. Such a mouthful of words to say there. Let me go ahead and take all the water out there. But there, oh look, he's shedding as well. All of my leopard geckos are shedding, and you know what that means? That's a good sign of a healthy leopard gecko. You know, because this tank is not sufficient enough. I guess I'll stop about that. But yeah, there is SpongeBob. SpongeBob is my only male in my collection, and he's actually the biggest one here. He's so fat and huge. There he is, wants to come out and say hi to you guys. They're all missing the head part of their shedding, but they'll get to that soon. Starts from the bottom, and it starts from here, and then it just goes slowly up. But yeah, you always want to include a nice humid hide in there for them to shed more easily. And also, if there is more shed in their fingers, then you also want to give them a nice little warm bath. I'm gonna be giving them a warm bath because most of my leopard geckos are shedding right now. So if I can also do like a Q&A during that time in that video. So if you have some questions for me, you know, how I started my reptile room, my background with reptiles, or any kind of questions you have regarding me or my reptiles, just go ahead and comment them down below. I'll go ahead and include some of them in the Q&A while I do the reptile bath. Alright, SpongeBob, sorry for bugging you. I'll let you go back to sleep in there. Looks like Zeus is starting to get his colors a little bit more now. You can't really see because of the light. Let me see if I can turn off the light. There. Can you see him a little bit better now? His nice blue color with his yellow head. Amazing, amazing lizard there. Turn up the light again. But there is SpongeBob, guys. The OG of this reptile room tour. Okay, next up is Banana. I also think this is a Tremper albino. or bell albino. Let me know if you guys know. I think it's a tremper albino. So there she is, another nice healthy gecko here. She is not shedding, but I think she just finished like last week, so she shouldn't be shedding for another few more weeks. But yeah, there she is, my second reptile that I ever got before. I got her like a few weeks after I got SpongeBob, but she is doing amazing as well. Finally put her in her own enclosure in here, so she's happy and hiding in there. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put you back in there so you can go back to sleep. So I still have 4 other leopard geckos in here. I have to be in school like in like 30 minutes, so I'll record the rest of the reptiles when I get back. I'll be right back. It's gonna take like 1 second for you and like 2 hours for me, so I don't want to go to school. I just want to be here all day with my reptiles. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, back home now. So I just saw him eat right now. He just ate a cricket. I missed it on camera. There it is. You can kind of see it still. If you haven't already, go check out the video of the feeding video I did of him. So where do we leave off? Right here, right? The leopard geckos. So we still need to cover that right there. So let's go ahead and take them out. Okay, so here is the other leopard geckos. This one is marshmallow. So much water that evaporated on here. So this is marshmallow here. This one I got at the Reptile Super Show like 2 or 3 years ago. Really nice. This is the one that I picked out at the show, and then my girlfriend picked out Skittles. Where Skittles is that one, I believe. So yeah guys, this one's doing amazing. When I tried breeding her at the very beginning, she got some bite marks from the male a long time ago, but I haven't tried to breed her since then, so starting to recover little by little. But she's still nice and fat, healthy gecko. So also with this one, she has like one of those what is it called, knobtail or something like that, where the tail curls over here. It's some kind of like genetic things where that the breeder has. So I wonder why that is. But yeah, she's still a healthy gecko though. Nothing bad. It's just a little deformity there with the tail, but she's still a nice gecko. And then with marshmallow, I wanted to pick out something different. Like if you guys can tell, I like leopard geckos as well. So I tried to get different colors of geckos. So that's why I chose to get her. Just because it was something different from my little collection here. Okay, so here is the other leopard gecko. Also, for those of you who are asking where do I get these tanks from, I get them from Reptile Island. It's a reptile store here near my home. So that is where I answer your question. That is where I get these tanks from, all my leopard geckos. So this leopard gecko, Winter, I actually got her at the same place, Reptile Island, where I got this tank from. Let's take the water out there. So there she is. Really nice healthy gecko here. This was actually the first baby that I've raised. So I got her when she was just little tiny little baby. And yeah, she's about, I would say like maybe like 3 years now, maybe 2 or 3 years now. It's been quite a while since I got her. So she's doing really good. Just eats like a beast, and yeah, she's thriving in here. I actually want to get a picture done of a leopard gecko because I have so many leopard geckos, and then I don't have a leopard gecko painting, or not painting, a picture on there. I don't have these 3, but I have that one. So I want to get my collar lizard, probably a leopard gecko like right there. I want to get this one for sure, like probably put like it up here somewhere, and then maybe like a little dart frog. So that's what I want to like put more pictures there. It would look really nice. And then for Winter, when she was a baby, she was really white, and I thought she was gonna stay like that, but then she changed to a different color, which is the color you just saw. So still a nice leopard gecko. That's why I decided to get the marshmallow, so I can have a lighter color. So there's them. Here is M&M's. This is my normal leopard gecko. I decided to get a normal leopard gecko because I wanted to show you guys what a normal leopard gecko looks like, because I have a different variety of morphs and colors. So this right here is a your typical leopard gecko here that you would get at most pet stores. So cool little guy here. Decided to get them M&Ms because Looks like M&M's. Bite my finger? Nope, don't bite me. Alright guys, let's go on to the next one. Look at Apollo right here. That's what I was talking about. He just sticks his head right there and just like watches me. It's so funny. Like, look at his little eyes. If we can focus. There it is. Hey little guy. He always does that. He just like stands there and just like watches me as I'm doing stuff, as I'm feeding, or you know, anything I'm doing over here. He just watches me there all day, and then he goes back to basking when I leave and stuff. I think he's hungry, but I just fed him. You just ate right now. All right. Next is, oh, I almost forgot. This one is Fred, my tortoise. So I'm gonna put him in there with the other tortoise. This one is super hard to take care of, guys. Requires a lot of heat and humidity. All right, this one, let's see. My other leopard gecko in here. Let's go ahead and take that one out. Okay, now for the last one. This one is Space. Now, before I show you my leopard gecko Space, I just want to let you guys know that he was a rescue, and I've been trying my best to, you know, help him out, gain some weight, and get back to being a healthy gecko. So when I got him, he was really unhealthy. I think he has some kind of metabolic bone disease with his spine. It's a little deformed and stuff, but let me just show you guys. But he's putting on a lot of weight, which is a good thing. His tail is getting nice and fat. So I've been giving him a lot of calcium and multivitamins and stuff. So here is Space. Looking a lot better, actually. Getting a nice fat tail. And this is actually my youngest leopard gecko that I have. I decided to take him in because I felt bad for him. He just looked really unhealthy, so I tried to do my best from my experience with leopard geckos to, you know, get him back to being a good, healthy gecko. So there he is, Space. I'm not sure if you can tell with his spine. It's just a little bit deformed. But yeah, there he is. Alright, let me just go ahead and put him back there. So also, guys, don't forget to comment some questions so I can do a Q&A. I'm going to be giving all my reptiles a bath, so I wanted to include a Q&A in there as I'm doing that. So go ahead and comment some things down below. Anything you want to know about me, reptiles, any questions you have regarding taking care of them, anything you want, comment right down below. Okay, and that sums up my reptile room tour. I still have a few more things that I want to update in here. Like, I can still get another 18 by 18 by 18 Ectoterra tank and put it right there. I can put something in here. I still have space here, so I can maybe put another 10 gallon or a 12 by 12 by 12 and put like a tree frog or something there. So I still have space for that. Down here I can work with something else. I can put these two on top, some kind of like rack system where I can put on there. And then I can have this space for, you know, something else, another 18 by 18. So I still have some options here. This one I'm taking out, putting a dart frog in there, putting him in the 12 gallon tank, vertical. And everything over here should be fine except for this. I'll probably be taking this section out and then adding a full land with plants and just dart frogs in there. So those are my future plans that I want to do for this room. I have a lot of things in mind. If you have any suggestions about what I should put there and down there, then comment right down below. But I already think I know what I'm gonna put there. I want to keep it a surprise for you guys. What's up, Apollo? You still there? Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little update of my reptile room tour. Today's post notification shout out goes to Tearless Yeti 706. Thank you so much for turning on my post notifications. If you want a post notification shout out, be sure you go ahead and turn them on and then comment when done so I know who has done that. Also, if you haven't already seen the previous video, I did a reptile room tour of my friend Chris's room. Now, it was so awesome. He has his new addition. You guys have to go check it out. Just go click the link in the description. And also, I mentioned on there that we are going to Costa Rica on the 8th, I believe, of March. And it seems to be so much fun, guys. We're going to be looking for frogs over there. There's iguanas, snakes, crocodiles, monkeys. It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to be vlogging there, so look out for those vlogs. Be sure you go ahead and subscribe. I can't wait for that day. It's going to be so much fun. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, guys. Peace.